What's up with it, y'all? Welcome, 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 welcome. We just about to
Who's
start the
here?
conversation. It's just
Oh,
me and you.
bro.
It's just me and
So
you.
I, yeah, I found this. Yeah, I found this channel, and the whole channel is about plasma, and they're talking about how basically, dude, it was blowing my mind because it was everything the DMT was telling me, and I hate to like keep going back to that one download it gave me, but it's still unpacking. That was 2 years ago, and it's still unpacking. And the person, I think the channel's name's like Dana. It's like Dana something. She's got like a cartoon face, but she's like a talks like a surfer. She's totally gnarly, dude. But no, she said plasma is she's like plasma is like it makes a feedback sound. And I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly it. Why couldn't I fucking think of that? That's the sound, man. When you stick a stick a microphone in front of the speaker,
Yeah.
and you get the
And you get
feedback.
that? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, that's how
What's up
you
with
make
welcome?
plasma. It's a feedback loop. And it's like popcorn. Like, you'll be heating up the popcorn, right? You get nothing, you got nothing, you got nothing, and you're using vibration to get that popcorn going. And it's just slowly heating up, slowly, and then eventually you hit that fucking, excuse me, you hit that
Yeah. Try not to cuss
spark,
as
and then the
much.
popcorn just pops, you know.
Yeah.
And well, what happened? What
Nah,
happened in your dreams? Did you have a crazy dream?
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cause last night,
Let me guess, dude. Yeah. Is it something like you saw something come out of the sky or some shit like that?
nah, nah,
No.
nah,
Okay.
nah.
All
I
right. No,
like,
I'm wrong.
nah, I stayed up with my girl, chilling with my girl last night till probably like kind of 2 o'clock. So I was like tired today. You feel me? When I got up and
Yeah.
so I went and I took a nap and I had a dream, right? And you know how when you wake up and you
Yeah.
come out of the dream, but the dream is still happening? Cause I don't know, it's something about
Yeah.
everything seems like as if you looking at everything from underwater. Like that's how it was. It was
Yeah.
like I was looking at everything from underwater as I walked to the bathroom to go to the restroom, to where like I was still in that dream state, to where every time I sleep I go into like that REM sleep. I go into deep sleep. And so
Yeah.
at first I was
Your
going
brain, you were still in the frequency. Like your brain was still in that dream frequency.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the crazy part though. So I came back to the couch because I was like in the living room on the couch watching movies with Blake and falling asleep. I fell asleep again, right? And like I had this crazy dream, bro. It was like, I stay in this little like, well, one of my friends stay in this little house on the hill and stuff, and like I go up to the hill and I'm chilling at his house, and like I go down and he got neighbors like at the middle of the hill at the bottom, and I go down and like I'm talking to his neighbors, and his neighbors is talking about robbing him and some other stuff, right? And like so it was like crazy because I ran back up there in order to let him know, like, hey bro, they talking about getting you like tonight and whoop de whoop and this and that, but he wasn't there, wasn't nobody there. And I'm like going, so I grabbed my son. I'm like, come on now, we got to hurry up and leave before they, come up in here. And when I started to leave, I don't know, I seen his baby like on the stairs. So I picked this baby up. I looked for him. I couldn't find him. So I just took the baby and like we went to we just took off to my house. Now this was the crazy part, right? When I was my son here, like here as me laying on the couch, he's on the other side of the couch. and like I begin to wake up out this dream, as I'm getting to my other place in this dream, I begin to wake up, and I could see my son, like I can see my son in the spirit world, and I can see my son in the real world. And it was like almost like the body and the body and the spirit was like these two different things, right? That were both looking at reality, but they both was looking at reality in like a different way. And then it was a third part of both of them that came together and was looking at reality in its own way, to where like my son said, Dad, you fell asleep again. And the one in the middle said, is he woke? And then the other one said something else pertaining to me being asleep at the same time, bro. But I was like in that stage to where I could see all of these three different realities within one. It was like trippy as shit because, I guess it made like as I woke up, I could understand the way the body, the spirit, and then the way the body and spirit comes together and makes its own reality. And but each one were different realities, but within the same. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was hella
You want to hear
trippy.
something crazy about that?
What's up, Big Chill?
Yeah. So you're talking about that trip. I wrote, I think I told you about it, but that DMT trip I had, it looked like I was looking at a house. So let's say it was your house, but the walls were transparent. And it reminded me of like the TVs that they give people in like jail that are like the plastic is clear so you can see
Oh
inside of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I know
So
exactly
I
what
could
one you're
see
talking about.
inside the house, right? And I could see the people, um, but there was no like I wasn't seeing them walk like I was seeing them walking everywhere around the house all at the same time. There was no time. I was like in the fifth dimension. I was seeing like, let's say I was seeing you in the living room, the kitchen, and the bathroom all at the same time, right?
Yeah,
And I remember thinking, yeah, I remember thinking, I'm like, what am I seeing? I'm like, it looks like a dollhouse because it was small, because I was like far away. And I'm like, but the dollhouse is clear. It's like see through. And I'm like, I keep seeing the same person, but they're everywhere in the house.
yeah,
So it's almost like I was seeing what you just described.
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because even when I came on, what's up with it? There's peace, big chill. When I came all the way out the dream, and I was just sitting there on the couch, I could still see, like each one that's almost like I don't want to say it's different. It's like its own reality, but that's what it was. But it was like it was trippy, bro, because each one had its own set like of understanding or what it was. The one what was wild was the one in the middle knew exactly what was going on. But the body didn't know what was going on and the spirit didn't understand fully because the spirit thought it was just spirit. The body thought it was just body. But the one that was in between knew that it was spirit and body at the same time. Like it was like that, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? It was hella trippy because like I'm talking about clear as day, bro. This bro said, like the one in the middle, when it spoke and it was speaking to both at the same time. It was speaking to the body and the spirit at the same time. Like it was the one that actually had control over the two. So when it spoke as like we,
I got a
huh?
so I got a question. So that was like your higher self. Now
I
here's another question.
What's up, King
Does it
Matt? Attack.
does it ever did it seem like the higher self, like did it seem like you saw the aspect of yourself that knows what's going to happen, like
I don't.
what the
You mean
aspect
like?
of yourself that knows what's going to happen, like at the beginning, middle, and end of, let's say, your life.
Yeah. Okay. See,
You know what
no,
I'm
I don't.
saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I don't know if it knew as much as to that extent. But as it was going
Hmm.
through this life, it knew that it was body and it knew it was spirit. And it was using those two to generate the reality that it was generating. While the body believed that it was generating the reality that it was. You know, it was the body was all three. And then
Yeah.
the spirit
That's wild.
itself, the spirit itself was all three, but it was like in a different manifestation, like you like that, bro. Like it was like different, but it was the same. But the one in the middle knew exactly, and the one in the middle, when it talked like we. It didn't say like I or or me. No, it said it was like we. Like we are okay. Like we are going to go get some water. Oh, we are going to go do this. That's how that one spoke, and it like threw me off. Bro, it threw me in the loop because I'm sitting on the couch just going, what the heck did I just witness? I'm like, what was it? I'm like going, I am geeking the fuck out and I ain't even took nothing. That's what I was just tripping off of because I like it was clear, bro. It was like the clearest thing I done seen. And I haven't been smoking weed. I've been smoking cigars, but I ain't been smoking no weed like for like 3 weeks. And it's like I haven't done any psychedelics in about that long either. But
Hmm.
my dreams is like, just been like, bro, my dreams, look, my dreams are so real that in the dream, that's all you know is that reality that you are dreaming. That's all you know. So you're used to that reality when you within that dream. You don't just see what's happening right then. You see what's going on. I mean, you see what transpired the years before. You see the what you feel like you're going to do in the future, what your plans is and different things of that nature. And they're not the same as here.
Yeah.
Like your friend, like my friends that I had within the dream, they weren't the same ones that were here. Like say like me and you, right? Like you in my dream though, you wouldn't be like way over there. You would be like my next door neighbor. Like in this dream, in that dream that I'm having, or that reality that I'm in that dream, you would be closer to me, like over here. Like like it's fucking trippy, but it's like you can't tell that that you're dreaming. Like a lot of people go, well, you can kind of wake up in your dream, and it's like I've done that before, but
Yeah. No, not me. Not me. It's so real. It's like you're living it.
yes, because you are
Yeah.
and it's like the weirdest thing. But somebody, King Mac Attack said, if I can ask someone who did DMT, what's the meaning of life? Oh, wait, that's a good one.
Tell them, bro. Well,
That's a
dude, you
good one.
just said it's not even, it's not about the meaning. It's not about what the meaning is. It's about what the story you chose to live when you came here. Because what you and I are figuring out right now is basically your higher self knows what's going to happen and it's using your body to like play it out. Like it's playing your body as a video game character to make sure um like the story you want it to have or experience happens. So like your higher self is walking you into the movie theater and having you go watch the movie, the action movie, if you wanted to go, if you wanted to have an action story
Yeah,
or a romance story. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. It's kind of
It's
it
like
was
that higher
weird,
ass,
bro, because
yeah, like the high.
Like you know how when you at home and you speaking and you say like you it's like okay I'm going to get up and get a drink of water or I'm going to go to the store. Like the middle one was going, oh we gonna go to the store right now. Oh we gonna go get some water. Oh we gonna go to the bathroom. It was talking to itself like in that manner, while the other ones was using I and me because they didn't see all three like going along. They were like the body was busy being the body, thinking that it was the just this body thing doing this thing, and then the spirit was being spirit, almost living in like an astral world. Because in a sense, like when we're going about our day or we're living in all these different places at one time, like not knowing because we will stay. That's how you can see people that'll be on the street and like they talk to themselves. They be kind of out there to where they talk to themselves and different people that's around that's not really there. Like sometimes you'll get lost in the
Yep.
other realities as you're going along in life. You'll get lost. Like it was like weird as shit, bro. But it was like it was fascinating at the same time. But wait, there's Peace of Mind said during a time all I was seeing during my DMT trip was just tunnel. But I was scared to go through the tunnel and the tunnel could understand my fear and just disappeared and the trip ended. Oh wow. I always go through the tunnel. I be flying through that tunnel like
Man,
crazy.
what?
What's up, Regal? But I
Man,
thought
What
you,
up?
what?
I thought Joe Crow.
What?
I thought you
What
was telling
tunnel?
me you just had. Oh no, what you say? You said what tunnel?
Yeah.
Have you ever on your DMT experiences? You never went through the tunnel and it was like you flying through this tunnel. Like one time, I like when I was doing it on mushrooms. Like you know how like if you go through like a round tunnel, like that was built for like water or something like a water pipe, but all the way around it was skulls. It was like real skulls, bro. Like the whole tunnel was made out of skulls, and I'm flying through this tunnel that's made out of skulls. Or
Dang.
sometimes it'd be made out of different other stuff. It'd be like
Huh.
almost like going inside a
No.
tornado or something sometimes.
But I've had that experience like when where like you're seeing it feels like you're going through a tunnel and the walls of the tunnel are made out of like the geometric shapes.
Yeah,
It's like coming at you real fast.
yeah,
Is that I don't know that if
yeah,
that is that what you mean? I don't know.
yeah, yeah. That's
And then at the end, like I've been telling you, I at the end of the trip, I always see the plasma beings. That's what I'm calling them now. They just it's like a ball of light, you know? And like I said, it's like way out in the blackness in the void, and then it just blinks. It blinks on, and it's way out there. And then it blinks off. And then it like comes a little closer and it blinks on again, like a firefly. That's, way out in your yard. And it's slowly getting closer to you.
yeah.
But then when this thing gets real close to me, it's like right in my face and I can feel it. Anyways, not to interrupt. Go
Dang,
ahead.
wait. So you can like feel it in like which way? Do you like kind of when you like right
I
there with it?
literally can lightly, I, I can, oh, well, I can sense it and but I can literally feel like something touch my face too, man. And that's the shit that blows my mind. Cause I'll be like, did my cat just walk by and like,
Yeah.
you know, lightly like brush against my face with his tail or something? Cause like, I don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe it.
Yeah, you don't really want to accept. That'd be me. I don't be wanting to accept. I accept it, but I don't want to accept it at the same time because whenever I come back, it like goes away.
Yeah, because you're like, yeah, because you want to be sure that it's really happening and it's not just your imagination.
Hey, could I ask something?
Yeah, go ahead, Regal.
Have you guys ever felt like, cause like the other day, right? Like I seriously felt like I was dying on one side of me, and it reminded me kind of the DMT experience where it feels kind of like a part of you is like the spirit part of you is floating, starting to float. And that's where it's like, to me, I'm like, oh, like I'm dying on this side. And I was hella nervous, to be honest with you, because it was inside my stomach. It was like inside of my um, like my ribs, I guess. It was kind of like if I was having like an intestinal cancer or something, bro. I don't even know, but I just know like I started feeling like that dead feeling right there, and I was like, "Oh crap, like I'm almost feeling like I don't feel anything in that area." And it started like floating or something, and I felt like I was going to pass out. Like I was like, "Dude, if I give in to this feeling, I might just die right now."
Yeah.
And so I was like telling myself like, "No, like you're too young to die. You're not going to die right now." And I got through it, and I just went into bed and was like trying to chill out, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm talking about? That floaty feeling?
Yeah, it's like
Kinda
you separating from your body.
right.
It's like exactly
Right.
that's what it feels like. Like your spirit is separating from your body. Like I've done that
Right.
on DMT. It's like the weirdest feeling, bro. But it's not
Yes.
painful.
No, it's not painful. It's
It's
not painful.
scary.
You're right. It's
It's
not painful.
scary.
It's more like but it's like a draft that's starting to slip through your hands, and you're like, "Oh, I don't want that draft to slip through because I need that to stay alive, like to be here."
You know what when I be talking about that like when it happens to me Regal is when I'm about to go to sleep, right? Like
Yeah.
I could be trying to watch something and I would fall asleep and like not fall asleep, but soon as I get to that point to where I'm about to fall asleep, it feels like my spirit felt like
Right.
fell forward out of my body. And then I
Wow.
but my body don't go forward. But
Yeah.
in my like how I feel like my body is going forward. So I try to lift up, but I can't push back because my
Oh
body never
man.
went nowhere. It's just whatever that thing is in there was gone, was about to leave or some shit. But I do it every time when I fall asleep. Like a lot of times when I fall asleep, that happens.
Wow.
And like that's the way that I explain it. It feel like you falling out your body or some shit.
Yeah, it's a trip. It's a real trip, man. And I wonder what the meaning is behind that, you know? Like I want to know because like me, like I said, I started to feel that and I mean, I was sick anyway. I was coming out of being sick for like a week.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor and the damn doctor didn't do nothing. He was just like, "Oh, everything seems fine." And I'm like, "I know there's something not fine underneath," but he didn't want to check anything. So I was like, whatever. And so I just went home and then a couple of days passed. I didn't eat anything. Or no, I had like all this chicken like the day before when you know like when you feel like you're getting better but you're not better but you try to tell yourself, "No, I'm getting better." So
Yeah.
you try to act normal like a normal day, eat food, all that. So I did that. And then the next morning I had like this pain in my stomach. Like I was like, damn, my stomach's like hurting. And then it started getting worse and worse and worse. And I was like, damn, it feels like fire now. And then at some point after it started to feel like fire, that's when I started to feel the floating. And I was like, oh fuck, like I'm floating, like that's not, I'm feeling I'm thinking like, dog, is this death? You know what I mean? Like I don't want that. And I started to feel the floating and I couldn't control it. I couldn't help it. And then I was just, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was praying, bro. I was praying hella hard. I was like,
Yeah.
God, please, like, save me from this, you know? And and like I said, I started feeling that floating and I knew, and like you said too, True, it doesn't hurt. It's not like it's not it's like it's now it's past pain. It's like you're past the feeling of pain. Now you're just feeling separation from the physical on that side, on that area.
Yeah.
And so I just went through that, and then I went back into bed, and I started to feel a little bit more normal. But really, what I feel really helped me feel normal was when I said to myself, but I said it to like the universe or something, like, and I said it to like the cells, like the atoms. I was like, I'm too young to die. I was like, no, like no, like no,
Yeah.
like not right now. Like not right. You know what I mean? It's weird because it's like when you do that, it's like you're telling something, but you're not really sure what you're telling, but you're kind of, it's almost like in the normal world you would say I'm telling myself, but in the cosmos world you're like kind of telling it to the cosmos, like no, like I'm too young, not now. And so it's like a plea, it's like you're
Yeah, like a
begging it,
plea.
but at the same time it's hooking you up.
It's kind of weird because, like, I'll be always talking about that experience of when I did the DMT in the backyard and I popped out my body. And, like, I seen my body laying there with all its pain and frustration, but I couldn't feel none of it.
Mm,
I could see it within my body and see my body holding on to it, but the spirit me that was outside looking at it was just going, dang, why is it holding on to all that? Why is it feeling that? Why is it doing that? It was like
mm,
kind of questioning it, like, and it was like weird, bro. But that feeling when you pop out of there, bro, like I get that when I'm going to sleep. And I always thought it was just a thing from taking psychedelics to where that
yeah,
feeling. So when it happens, it just happens, like, a lot more because you know it and you experienced it on your experience. But Koji Master
yeah,
said, when I see the tunnel, I'm like, what is that? Looks weird. Then I get sucked into it. I see the no face purple man inside our crazy world. Oh yeah, yeah. Watch when you go a little bit further. And you,
No, no face purple, man.
yeah,
But isn't it funny, True, how fast you forget, man? Because you were saying like how, well, why is he holding on to this, or why is he holding on to that pain or hurt or torment? And it's like, well, you forgot, when you're here, this shit hurts, man.
yeah,
It's pain,
yeah,
it's resentment. You got emotions and you have a
yeah,
physical body. You got meat, your meat and
yeah.
your stress, you know, it sits inside of your body and knots up.
Hey, but
And
that's the part that I understood when I woke up this time and I can see the three different aspects of myself because the
yep,
pain of the physical reality that the body holds on to is different than the spiritual pain that the mind and your consciousness hold on to. They're two separate things because your mind can hold on to pain of losing a loved one. The body doesn't
yeah,
see that. The body doesn't grasp that. The body is not focused on that right there. The body is going to feel the pain of the body of a finger getting cut or something like that in that aspect. But the pain of the spiritual aspect of you is totally different. Even though they're still pain, but that middle one that is seeing both of them at the same time understands it a lot better. It understands it and knows what it is because that middle part that is being both sides is more understanding, bro. It just sees everything because it go like as it moves, it moves as we. It don't use. It was like weird, bro. That shit is weird as hell, man. It make me. I'm telling you, I might be losing my mind, but that's cool because the more I lose it, the more I find it. But
mm,
it's like weird,
ain't
bro.
that
It's just
true?
weird.
It's like or the saying, the more you know, the less you know.
Yeah, Hey,
You
and
know,
more of that tunnel,
it's
like that
man.
that tunnel, right? Like sometimes I'll go through the tunnel, and within that tunnel, there'll be
Damn it.
other tunnels going up and down. They look like like one tornado that's going upside, that's right side up, and then another upside down tornado connected to that one at the bottom. Like like the further I went on DMT, that's what I seen, and like when I got there, like it was heads poking through each one of those tornado like tunnels as I was flying by, and like one of the heads was mine, and I was like going, wait, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like what is going on? What's up, Velvet? What's up? He said I flew down Grayscale Tunnel fast as hell on MDMA once. I went up, down, left, right through like a pipe system or something. Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Mm.
That is the unexplainable. But Regal, after
Yes.
like okay, so after that, like did your sickness go away the next day or what?
So my bro, I'm a drop some game, right? Real quick. I'm telling you, man, the the healer for what helped me. No, I'm not in the clear though, because I understand that my body is like it's healing from probably 20 years or more of what you just said, like that spiritual pain and that mental pain where like it's kind of like when you yell at somebody at the red light and you don't think it did anything to your body, to your cells,
Yeah,
but it might have made you sick in the future. So I'm healing from all of that. And so after I did that, after the episode or whatever, yes, I did get better. I did start to I mean, right now I'm still in it though. But I mean, I'm feeling a lot better. But mind you, this is what like the biggest thing I want to say is, bro, is like if you don't change, your situation won't change. So I had to change, and so like now I'm kind of leaning towards I'm trying not eating meat for a little bit, and to be honest, that's been helping. And I'm also like less stressed, man. Like less stress, less angry, less upset, less like making a big deal out of things, like more
yeah.
just like, hey, you know what? Like easy come, easy go.
Yeah, the body get
Like,
hella pissed off when
yeah.
somebody jump in front of it in traffic. It the body be
Yeah.
tripping. What's up, Ozo? I know that I stopped that shit a long time ago. I used to because I got that from like
Oh
riding with my
yeah,
uncles and stuff.
I forgot that you did that book that you know what's funny that I just recently I really like I stopped messing with a lot of stuff like I'm not trying to really eat too many nothing. But I'm still gaining weight because what I'm doing is I figured out that a long time ago people who go to GNC and bodybuild, they don't even they get protein and vitamins and all that stuff right there, powder form, pill form, all this other stuff, and you don't really you get way more supplements in GNC than you do in the supermarket. So at the end of the day, I just been taking creatine and I just ordered a whole bunch of weight gain, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of those things. I know they got all these they be saying like, you know what I mean, this like I don't know, they're coming out with new studies showing that, creatine and all this other stuff that it helps as you age, it'll keep you young and alive and in shape. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's better than drinking coffee. You feel me? Drink some creatine and go for a walk or something. You feel me?
yeah. You begin to take care of
I ain't
yourself.
eating no pork though, B. I ain't eating no more pork. Pork products is out of pocket.
I don't
Um,
know.
I'm not just because of anything, not because of any religion, people, or anything anybody said, but it makes a lot of more sense as you get older. How many parasites are within the pork? Like, and this is why back in the day, those parasites was demons. So don't eat that.
Though he said, is that weight
Yo.
Yo,
gain stuff from GNC natural though?
uh,
He said, is the weight gain stuff from GNC natural though, or is it synthetic?
I don't even care. It was powder.
Hey, it's wild,
I ain't
right?
trying to
Hey,
eat nothing.
O-
I ain't trying to
Ozo,
eat
Ozo,
nothing.
Ozo don't know the main ingredient in his GNC powder is pork.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, it's poison. It's poison in a different form. My
once
brain
you
says this is good. Be good.
that's you know what's wild about that? Cause
You know
I
how the
don't
roaches they be eating raid, the ones that get raided on, and they be like, "This is busted. This raid
Hey,
is
no,
busted."
Right.
Ozo, like that's what's crazy, right? Because through my journey, I found that pork was more easier to eat than beef. Like for me,
Mm-mm.
like, but the one thing that I
Yeah,
figured
yeah,
out
yeah,
over
yes.
time is that we gluttons, we eat too much. We don't
Too
have to
much.
eat
That's
as
the
much.
key, bro. That's
Yeah,
the
man.
key to getting healthy again.
Yeah,
Word.
Is
not
you
eating
need
as
to
much.
not
Food.
eat too much.
Yeah. Food.
yep.
Addictions. You can get rid of food addictions. I like goat meat the best. Goat and
But
deer
but
and bison were the best
but
meats that I
about
eat.
but about not eating too much, like all like Oreos,
No.
Cheetos,
No,
Trash.
chips,
no.
Poison.
all those things are wired so that when you put it in your body,
Yeah.
your brain for some reason says, you know, I want more of this. Even though the real ingredients without the chemicals, you're like, damn, I'm eating like junk.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no.
but
Dude, did you see
they
That's
the?
wire the
Did you see
food.
Mm-hmm.
the satanic crosses on the Oreo cookie? No fucking lie, bro.
Parasite is
Did you
wild,
Wow.
see
bro.
that?
Nah, I
No
I
hit
did
you
I'm
not
with
not.
see
It's a
that,
double.
but I
It.
do know
Yeah.
that multi-billion dollar corporations, they do serve a different
Yeah.
master because of the money.
Yeah.
Oreo
You
cookie.
know.
Yo, Oreo cookies are
I
you could
know.
burn them with a torch and they won't burn, dog. They just withhold flame. Like them things is flame retardant. Like them things
I
is out of
know.
power.
Hey,
They're like
everybody say that, man. Pork
it's
ain't
man.
for
Oreo.
human consumption. Yeah, we
Now listen,
like we
pork.
read
Listen, you
that.
take any pork right now in your freezer,
Well,
out the
yeah,
freezer,
they say
defrost it.
pigs. You know,
Just
there's like
defrost
the legend
any
that
pork.
pigs used to be humans.
If you can
You
name
know,
the
Yo,
I don't
listen,
know.
food,
listen.
if you
Well,
can
you
name
Just
the
know,
food
I
that
super,
ain't
learned
got a
super
the
parasite
other
close.
living
day.
in it,
I
bro.
learned the other day about pigs. One of the differences with the pig compared to the goat, the cow, the other land animal
Man,
that we
nigga,
eat,
fish,
the pig
man.
is like a human in that it only has one stomach. A cow has four stomachs to
Yep.
digest. A deer or whatever those other animals are, they all have multiple chambers in their stomach to digest and redigest food. Whereas the pig is actually like a human, where it only has one stomach. And someone, I can't remember what the point was, but
Oh
when I
boy,
heard
oh
that, that
boy.
kind of grossed me out, to be honest.
Man, I heard all the
Yep.
stuff about pork. You feel me? I got Muslims in the family. I got people in the family that stopped eating pork a long time ago. But I'm
Hey, don't
telling
get
you, once
pork
I
is
started
bomb.
smelling
Yeah,
like
listen.
certain
You think
meats,
you look,
I
listen,
just
you might
couldn't
think it's
eat.
bum, right? Take any pork right now in your crib, defrost it, put it in the top of a plate, leave it in the kitchen for a few, just let it defrost, and then take some Coca-Cola or some Pepsi and pour it on it. And watch how the worms come out of that piece of
Man,
meat.
I'm gonna say it again, bro. You can't name a food right now that don't have parasites in it.
Right,
Every
right,
food got
right,
parasites. That's a part of it. That's
right.
Tell me,
why
you
we
telling me that
cook
every
it.
food got parasites in it, dog? That meat got worms in it for sure. You
That's
pour
why
meat
Well,
we
on, you pour
Travis,
the worms come up out
Travis,
of there. Tapeworms
hey,
come up out of there. All
that's
type of
why
worms start
here,
jumping
that's
up.
why we cook it to a certain degrees.
Nah, those
avocado,
worms, yo, fam, you could say that those worms are
bananas.
attached to oil. Cooking oil and all that stuff doesn't even kill them.
Hey, bro, look, I'm gonna say it again.
Oh,
Hey,
okay. You want
you,
to be blind? All right.
it
Cooking
ain't.
oil is gonna hurt them. All right.
Hey, I ain't gonna be blind, but I'm just
We
saying
don't.
what works for me. I understand that works
yeah.
for you, but I'm just saying
Right.
Cooking
me.
oil don't work for
Yeah.
them. Cooking oil does not work for them.
I'm like me, and
And
I've been
this is
eating
not. Yeah.
like
This is
pork been my
this is not
favorite.
medical advice either.
It's not medical
You might
advice,
want to
but
state that.
pork been my favorite meat for the last 2 years. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm still at the same weight. I ain't gained nothing. I ain't lost nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
that's
not
good.
gonna, bro. I
It's good.
honestly, I love pork. Like pork is like a beef,
You
but
fuck with
with a
pork after
chicken
100,
lightness to it, kind of.
that
It's
don't make a
like
difference.
it's it's
Yo,
it's
chicken and all those
pork
other
is
things, no
delicious.
worms is jumping off of it
Hey,
when you pour
hey,
Pepsi on them,
I'm gonna just say it like this,
like pork.
right? More pork for me if y'all don't eat it. I ain't mad. You feel me? I know pork can never go out of style. You feel me? Y'all stop eating it. It's gonna always be enough for me. But I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna give up pork. But I gave up beef a minute ago because yeah, I don't know. It was just something about beef when it's cooking, the
I ain't
smell
gonna
of it,
hold you though.
all of
Listen,
it.
I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, in life there ain't no rights and wrongs. There's creatures out there in the ocean right now that got billions of symbiotic creatures living on their body, on their shell, on them, in them. Everybody's cooling. So you could eat anything you want to eat, man.
I,
It'll be like Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I think it's the way we eat, bro. We overdo it sometimes. Like I only probably eat once a day nowadays. Like I don't like overdo my eating. What's up with it, Torrance? I
Yeah,
don't overdo my eating. I only eat
that's key.
what my
That's,
body needs.
yes, that's key.
Like
Yeah,
Food
that's
addiction is big. Food addiction is big. You don't got to eat 3 meals a day. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? You eat when you're hungry, when your body needs to eat. Like before, I used to work out before I ate anything. I used to do push-ups, pull-ups, dips, whatever.
that's
And then when I was hungry from working out, I would eat something, and then I would satisfy my hunger, and that's it. That's the only time I would eat. So
hey,
now
cause
that I can't really work out like that, I'm never really hungry. I might eat once a day.
yeah.
Sometimes I won't eat the whole day.
He said I get nauseous when I smell meat cooking, especially pork. No, I was like that. I'm telling you, I was like that. I got like that from sun gazing and diving in on mushrooms to where I just turned into a vegan. And then I
Well,
I
yeah,
had a
man.
good
I
mushroom
was
trip one
sitting in a
day.
damn ball pit full of meat with the damn jester. Fucking
Yeah.
Mm.
thing was laughing at me.
Yeah,
what the
I
heck?
what's
That's
the name,
crazy.
bro? That shit took me from eating meat, and then I seen
Yeah.
people. Even
That's
Jessica came
crazy.
one time and said, "Man, you got hella skinny. What's going on with you?" It's like, I don't eat meat and shit no more. And then
Oh,
one day
vegan
I
death.
had a good mushroom trip, and the mushrooms was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You can eat what the fuck you want. That's what it was put here for." And I came
Shrooms
out
is a
that
hell of a
motherfucker. I
drug.
was eating. I said, "Fuck that shit. I ain't not doing the meat no more. You got fuck
Shrooms is
that,
a hell of a drug. Had you skinnied up. Like, I'm
man."
vegan now.
Yeah, I'm vegan now. I was looking like fucking Angelina Jolie walk around this motherfucker.
Yo, hey, yo, I'm dead. With a tank top on and shit,
What?
bones protruding
Hey,
out the shoulder
hey,
blades. Damn.
tank top, little in motherfucker, but it looked like it's a full shirt because you done got so skinny. Like, man, I said you got me twisted. You feel me? Yeah, I only eat when I'm
Damn.
hungry too. I only eat when I'm hungry. And then like certain foods that I eat, shit, that shit'll last, shit, for hours and hours and hours.
Man, that's funny, man.
But
That's
I
real funny.
haven't, like I said, I haven't like I've been the same weight for like really 5 years, 6 years. I've been the same weight. It ain't changed. But
Yeah, but
I
you grown. You ain't supposed to keep fluctuating. Like, come on, who gains another human being weight on top of themselves just for no reason every other year? Like, you know what I mean? Most people
yeah,
phase out of that when they're, you know what I mean? When you reach in the 40s, you ain't gonna be fluctuating no weight crazy
Hey,
changes. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm
it's
I'm gonna
crazy to
tell
take some
y'all.
psychedelics and then come out of there skinnied up. Like, I'm a vegan now. I want
I'm
to
a
eat grass,
vegan
blades of
now.
grass in the sunlight. Like,
Ain't
what,
nothing
man?
wrong with it.
I'm telling y'all, if you can, bro, do the fast.
Yeah,
Do the fasting.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
What's up,
trying to
Todd?
do it. I'm working on just fruit.
Yeah,
This is
Sometimes I
bomb.
feel like
Most
I
of the
got a
because
time
you
today
brick
do
I've
in
that
eaten
me.
fast
Tar.
for a
It's like
little bit.
I'm full of fucking tar.
Hey, that's me once a day. Like Tar
Yeah,
said, I eat like once a day, maybe twice a day.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
that's kind of where I'm at a lot of times, and some snacks in between, especially
yeah.
if I'm mobile.
Yeah,
Fasting is busting.
it's like well,
Shrooms
I
made me
thought you was
fast.
over there.
But
You
it's
ain't
Psychedelics
like
made me
streaming.
without
fast.
thinking about it though.
You
It's
ain't
just like the daily do.
you ain't streaming on TikTok no more. The game over or something.
Yeah, bro. We had one like crazy. It was like 54-23. And I
Yeah.
got the live
What?
up to 100,000 likes. I said, come on, run it up. Run it
Yeah,
up.
I told you, and you keep it. Don't. If somebody tell you turn that shit sideways, don't do it, man. Keep it up there at the top.
Yeah, they were saying play the sounds. I said, nah, we
No,
can't do that today.
no, don't ever do that.
well,
But they asked, am I streaming the next
Yeah,
game? I'm gonna wait a bit till
reading
they
it.
actually start. Get it
Yeah,
real into it.
yeah, and get back. Yeah, but make
Was
sure they
that
follow if
was
they
that the
watching.
Super Bowl?
Like put
Whoever win this goes to the Super Bowl. So
do
the
your
Eagles going to the Super Bowl.
and do your live when you do
Oh,
your live. Like do your what's name to where the only people that can comment is the people that follow. So if they so
oh,
they'll follow you in order
Okay.
to be able to comment because you want people to follow you. You don't want to have 300 people in there and then you don't got 300 followers.
Yeah. No, they was following like crazy when they was
Yeah,
joining in. I was rapping, having fun with them.
yeah, but
But
yeah,
yeah, I
yo,
got you.
yeah.
what's the closest y'all got to La Chorrera experience? Like the Terrence McKenna eating shrooms for weeks. Like I only ate I had them for enough to do, but I only did it for like 3 days, and I ate like fruits and shit. Like fruits is busting, yo. Fruits is like the
Hey,
best thing on the planet.
I want that question to be answered, but I just want to say real quick, bro. You don't like we don't understand how food is like. It's like a psychedelic experience already.
Yeah,
Like if you could just fast, or if you could do even what you just said, Ozo, about like just eat prunes for like a week
Oh,
or
fruit,
whatever
fruit,
it is. You know
the
what I
fruit.
mean? Like, dude, I'm telling you, dude. Like Kevin Gates said that when he went on a 40-day fast, he said he says you're not hallucinating, but you start to have spiritual experiences that if you were sober, or not sober, but like if you weren't fasting, you'd be like, bro, I'm tripping out. Like I'm
yeah,
Because the
straight
mind state
tripping out.
elevates. The mind state elevates. You get into the mind space, especially people who have taken like psychedelics. You get into that mind space easy.
Yes.
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 You
yep.
think at that state it has a
Everything
part of
moves
the body
faster.
like
You,
that,
Dream
when
state.
people
well, you got
yeah,
nothing weighing
like
you
a dream
down either,
state,
you
because
know.
like
So
how
you're
people almost when
vibrating.
they about to die or like real restful because they got a
Yeah,
sickness or something really
yeah,
going on with their body,
yeah.
so
All
they
the
just have
same.
to sit.
All the same. Birth,
Yeah.
death, life near death experience, out of body experience, psychedelic experience. All of those are the same. Dream state, woke dream state. Also, like just spaced out. Like you could space out with your eyes open and travel, which still like you know what I mean. Just the mind could
No,
travel so far.
Yeah.
hey,
Just
I don't
like
want to
in
do that.
just like y'all used to do in school.
Hmm.
Looking out the
Yeah,
window.
exactly, exactly,
Bro,
exactly.
bro, at school, I remember back in seventh grade
Hmm?
or sixth grade, seventh grade, I'd be in the teacher's classroom and she'd be talking. I look out the window and I'm telling you, bro, I was gone. I mean, I was just gone, and I couldn't. And it's something where like you don't even understand it till as an adult. I look back and I think about those moments, and I'm like, bro, I was really fucking gone. Like I was like in a different heaven or a different realm,
yeah,
and but I was in class.
yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I get that. Like
Definitely,
Hmm.
it's
that's
wild
the
because
edge. That's
I
the edge
think
of astral projection. That's the very, very edge.
I
Wanting
think
to be somewhere else and you can't be there, and you
I
have to be
think that's
somewhere else,
what
and
we do when
you
we
got
push our minds to the heights of that we do on psychedelics. We open up all these different
Mm.
pathways that we never thought we had. And it's
to.
like once you
Think about it,
activate it, it's there. It's there. It just
yeah.
happens.
Yo, you know the
At night.
what?
Yep.
That's like the lowest stage. Like when your eyes glaze over when you're traveling, when you're about to travel, when you're in psychedelics, when your eyes glaze over, and you could be looking at something, but you're staring, and your eyes
What's
are
up,
not staring. Your
Chris?
eyes glaze over, like they're not looking at anything. That's one of the lowest stages of travel. And when you're in school, not paying attention, and your eyes glaze over, you're out of there.
Huh.
But that's what I'm saying, bro, is like the intensity of me being out of that classroom in my mind was so like big and so powerful that I look back now and wonder to myself like, damn, how could I not have known I was tripping when I was tripping? You know what I
Cause
mean?
that's how it is. You tripping now. You tripping
Right.
now. You tripping
Right.
Always
now.
tripping.
You tripping now.
Always tripping.
No. Let me hold on to the shower curtain. I don't want to go through the
No, but that's
drain.
the thing though. You don't have to panic. Even when
Yeah.
it's in those heightened, so-called heightened states. I think that's why they say a lot of times too in storytelling, they say we came here as souls for to learn lessons and stuff, but when
Yeah.
we go back out into space, like the daily things we learn, the anxiety pressures and stuff, I think
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
related.
You don't have to panic. That's what it is too. Like you said, you don't have to panic. The shrooms, on high levels, on different levels, like on 5 grams up, traveling. They put you through experiences like a school for practice for afterlife or near death or out of body or like astral projection. All those things slammed into experiences that you go through. Sometimes you're doing something. I've died many times in the psychedelic realm, but it was like a game. It was like a game, and since we play games, since we were gamers and shit like that,
Exactly.
it was like, I died over here, and I come over. I was like, oh, I started figuring out it was like a game. Like I had to, I had to persevere whatever map they put before me and get to where I got to get to the other side. And it's like I kept going through maps, through maps, through maps, and it's like these are mind games that the mushrooms show you that it's not nothing to fear. So when we die in this one, when we come to the near death for real, it's like, oh, okay, we're traveling to the next game, to the next
Yeah, which
stage, to
is
the next.
weird, bro. Cause I think we shed our layers like our skin sheds, like in the same way, like we shed the layers of the mind. So it's like we constantly dying and renewing ourselves every day, all the time, every second. Like that's something that we just do. But it's trippy, like when you get to understanding the certain aspects of yourself that all play a role in the reality that you generating or in the life that you live in. That shit is weird as hell, bro.
You think that's a coincidence, book, that what you just said, right? You just said, right, that we constantly making ourselves over. Boom. It sounds like, obviously people who have taken psychedelics have experienced similarities to what you're saying, can understand what you're saying, can comprehend it. But then you watch TV and you listen to these scientists and they're talking about that reality is constructed off of us reimagining ourselves by the seconds, as
Yes.
seconds, every second, every fraction between the fractions, we are here and not here.
At the
Ones
same
and zeros.
time. Oh shit, man. You be an orthodontist today and tomorrow you wake up and say, I'm gonna try to be a doctor. You just
Yo.
keep switching yourself day in, day out. And I think, I think
Mhm.
it's something that we just grown accustomed to as as we get older. Like I'm going, damn, I'm about to be 50 next year. Man, that's crazy. I'm like, man,
Who said this? Who told you
that's
this
what
That's
lie?
what I was
that's
gonna say.
that's that's
Who told you this lie,
look,
B?
man,
That's why you feel so weird.
that's
50.
my body saying that. My body
Ah,
believes that.
that's what you
My
do.
body
You counting
believes
fake days and fake numbers and fake
my body
man-made projections
my
on
body
the scale
believes
and mathematically of who you are as a being.
my
Like, you feel me? That's why some
Hey,
people
you know
look
what's
they can tell
crazy?
you that they're 80 years old and they look like they're 30 is because they don't
Um,
believe in that mathematical shit of I'm how old I
right.
am. Shit, I don't care.
I always knew that this is. I don't want to say I knew, but I always kind of sense that the life is a game. Like the cycle we're in is like a game, and that's why low key I never really wanted to rush to the answers or the experiences, because I knew once it was done, it'd be done. And then you got to go to the next thing. But it's kind of like a student that goes to school for the first time. They know all the answers, but they don't want to answer all the answers correctly, or they don't want to like show that they know all the answers because they're not trying to move past grades and stuff. But that's kind of how I'd be feeling like.
It's
Oh,
always
you're
more
ahead of the
levels though.
class, Regal? Are you trying to tell us you're ahead of the class?
Trying to savor. He's trying to savor the game. He's trying to savor the moment. He's living the moment, man. He don't want to figure it out because then he's got to wake up.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly.
Oh, he's
like
the only
Exactly.
one that doesn't
It's
want
like
to wake
it's
up.
like
But the people
it's
that
like
woke up ain't figure it out either.
no, and that's
nah.
true. No, and that's true.
Exactly. They
And I
still
thought
here.
about that. And I
So,
thought about that. I
so
thought, why am I like a tiger
hindering
chasing?
yourself.
Why am I like a tiger chasing his tail sometimes? Like, and I wonder, what's up with that?
Because like when
Like,
you think
like
about it, that's
eeny,
what
meeny,
Systematic.
miny, mo.
you constantly chasing yourself. You constantly building ideas, putting yourself ahead of yourself, putting yourself behind yourself, and we constantly following these different things. Okay, this thing right here, if I get this will make me better. Oh, if I eat this, I won't be hungry no more. Oh, if I eat this right here, it'll make my body stronger. We like constantly chasing these dreams that we constantly creating, and like
Yeah,
it's just what we do in order to feel better, or to feel stronger. We
right, right.
It's weird as shit, but it's like, dang, like it seems weird now the way I look at it, but then it was just like that's just what we do. That's what we all do. Everybody does it.
Yeah,
Everybody, even just
That's what
Todd.
humans do. Just what humans do. Like the way we all try to put things into a category. We hear something or we think about something, we try to put it into a category so relate to something else so that we could understand it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's wild
I just
because
want to understand.
go ahead, Ty. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, the funness comes though in realizing the role of the actor while participating in these kind of energies,
He's
so that
experiment.
it doesn't become overwhelming, but something you always participating in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Ty,
Feel
like
as though you're
like
participating.
it's
But it
Ty hit it
can
right
be
on the head.
overwhelming.
That's exactly why I try to slow down stuff on purpose, right? Even though it might be wrong, at least this is how I used to do it. But now I just don't even know what I'm doing. So I'm just like, okay, well, it's gonna come natural anyway. But before I would slow it down because I was like, no, I want the funness to happen. Like I don't want to you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like man, I want to go on that roller coaster ride because that's gonna be real fun, but a part of you says, "Well, I know exactly how that ride's gonna feel. I know exactly how it's gonna be." So then you try to avoid it or something stupid like that.
hey,
Now you still gotta go for it.
you just I feel like sometimes I go, dang, I said I just got the same child mind that I had as a kid, as watching
Mhm.
TV, seeing a He-Man on TV and going, I want that toy. And then when I
Yeah,
get it, I play with it for a little bit and I get the pleasure out of it. And then, I see the
right,
Transformer and I say, I want that toy. And then I
right.
stop playing with the He-Man and then get to a point to where I just go, make them all play together and fight together. Like as I get older, I see myself doing the same thing with just other things in life in order
Mm.
to generate that happiness or that good feeling that I see on somebody else's face that's driving by in a Bugatti.
That part, in order to generate happiness,
Yeah.
everything we're doing is we got that one goal in mind. I don't think we're articulating it, but we got the same goal in mind.
Yeah, like how Regal is standing behind you right now.
Beep beep
I
beep
could have let
beep. Hop
Hey,
in,
you
Stu.
know what's crazy? What makes you see it is when you see commercials and different things of that nature, how they use these commercials to tap into that thing that, this will make you better. If you get this
uh-huh.
facial cream, it'll take away all those bumps and stuff off your face and you will be better. You will look better. Look, if you get these vitamins right here, see, these vitamins are different than the other vitamins because these ones do what the other vitamins don't do. They make you better. Everything this makes you better. If you got this, look how it feels to
And
drive
it was
this.
all a lie.
Well,
Yeah, all
look,
I
that
remember
It's
the
political
all, yeah,
proactive.
jargon.
they're
it-
feeding
Yo,
your ego.
Well, you
Proactive
know,
came out when I
Feeding
was
the
in high
ego.
school. That shit did
The
not
energy.
I
Yeah,
remember
work.
those
yeah.
commercials.
Yeah.
Proactive commercials? Yo, I
Yeah,
was like,
but
I
Well,
could be.
oh, bro, proactive made billions.
what?
yeah.
They made millions
And
upon
They
millions.
never fixed my face. When I stopped using Proactive, my like I think your body like in general it just
Sue 'em.
goes back
uh
to a normal yeah. When you're a kid, you're gonna have acne.
yeah, you're gonna have that
You're
stage of
gonna have
acne.
acne.
But them knowing that the dragon is constantly chasing its tail because you create your own happiness. But if I can tell you, I can make you happy with this,
I got what you need.
that's still making you chase your own happiness. I just helped you create
Mm-hmm.
it.
Right.
That's what made me so weird about listening to the music that my mom used to listen to. Well, hip hop growing up. Cause I was like listening to the words that they were saying, and I was like, they trying to get you to do this. Like, you don't hear how he talking to you, and this, like, I was in middle school and stuff saying this.
I was, you
And
know
they're
what I
still
was geek.
doing it though.
No,
They're
what
still
I was
doing it.
geeking off of is how us as a whole generate and create reality and make things. Like that's why we can go back and we can watch movies from the 80s and see different people say something from movies from the 80s, and today the shit is like actually happening. Like it's like really happening right today. Like I I went back and I started watching Def Comedy Jam. I said, because like I started watching it. The first episode was gay as hell from the first episode. And I'm going, dang. It's kind of crazy because it's like they use all these things to program us, get us ready for what's about to come. And then all of us together start acting
Mhm.
that out without even knowing. You start
All of
acting it
who?
Thank
out.
you.
All of
Thank
who?
you. It's
All of
called
who?
Everybody.
predictable programming. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. And some of the Illuminati bodies out there, they kind of like they it's like they know what the game is. Everybody knows what the game is. Even a dummy knows what the game is.
Yeah.
But it's like what Ty said. It's like what role are you playing? Like what acting role do you take? Do you want, you know what I mean? Like what acting role do you want in the game? Like, but regardless, you're in the game. We're all in the game. But what role do you want to take
Yeah.
in it?
And it's wild because even when you think you choosing your role, you not, because your subconscious mind is grabbing everything. And like the
Mm.
mind is so motherfucking fast and unique, and what it does is when a situation comes upon you, it go through all the files of the situations that happen that way that you seen people react to, and then it grabs the one that it most likely likes and puts it out to you, and then you
Right.
act it out.
Exactly. I've heard my nephew repeat things that I said downstairs and he was upstairs in the room. Like the things that go in your subconscious, they stay there forever. They don't, it's
Well,
just a filter. Everything that goes in your ear is a filter. And you
Yeah,
decide how you want to use it.
and
yeah,
with the psychedelics a lot, and like they talk about the meditation. I was telling my daughter, meditation is not about the breathing, but noticing the thoughts that pop up while you not trying to pay attention to all the other stuff. So like you can see what you could even see time travel and stuff like that. So you can see where a thought originally originates from, and like see somebody saying it, or you can travel back to a childhood memory that would have that would have you wonder why you saying the thing you're saying right now in the present, so to speak. And it
True,
it's like the
true.
best therapy you can kind of have for yourself, because it's about you able to grasp aspects of yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, like
And
you're
True. You should give them another. Should give them another rundown of your dream, and then I'll tell them the trip I had, because his dream explained my trip,
yeah,
but my trip was 2 weeks before his dream.
yeah, like
oh shit.
yeah,
So
because it was trippy though, because like okay, in the dream, like as I woke up, I was in between the dream state and physical reality. and I could see the spirit me doing things, and I could see the physical me doing things, and I can see the me in the middle doing things. But it wasn't just me; it was my son also, because he was sitting there on the couch, and like he was he said he was asking me, "Dad, is you woke?" And but his middle self said "Is he still asleep?" And then the spiritual self said something the same way pertaining to the same thing, but the I could see the middle me that was spirit and physical reality going, when it spoke in like like, okay, like we're gonna go get a
Yeah.
drink of water. Okay, we're gonna do this. Like it's speaking, making both coincide and go with each other to do these certain things, but it never spoke in the aspect of I. Like the body would say, okay, I want this blanket right here because the body knows the way this blanket feels. It's soft, it's fuzzy, it knows the feeling. But the spiritual one would say, I want this blanket because of the spiritual warmth or something that it gives. But
Mm-hmm.
the middle me knew both aspects of it. It understood both aspects of it as if,
Right.
but they all were creating and generating the same reality, but but they all could see it in like different ways, bro. It was hella
I
trippy
feel you.
because I was still man, I was like, it was almost like reality was underwater when I came out my dream.
Yeah.
Like I was
which
really,
is
my
wild.
body was like discombobulated. You know how when you get up and you start to walk but you be kind of stumbling? I stumbled all the way to the bathroom because my body seemed like
Use
it
all
was,
your muscles.
yeah, it was like underwater. Like I was still in the dream state because I was still having the dream while
Hmm.
my physical body was awake doing what it was doing. I was still
Yeah.
in the dream state, still seeing the dream, and the dream was going on, which I
Abstinent.
don't understand because when you go into the dream doesn't, the dream is the all you know. That's the reality you're in. That's your reality
At
when you're
times
Yep.
though.
dreaming it.
At times though. Because at times, it was a time where, I guess this is full circle. I just had a quick download, but you was reminding me of the show Evil I brought up to you before, that had the priest, the guy that works on electricity, and the therapist lady, and they go out tackling tasks and stuff given to them by the Catholic Church and other people. And sometimes they say, "Oh, it's a demon," or "Oh, my Wi-Fi tripping," or "It's something supernatural going on." But they all see it from their own perspective. And the priest in the show, he takes mushrooms too, so he starts seeing spirits and stuff, and asking the priest like, "What does this mean for my soul?" And the other guy, when he goes there to he says, "Oh, it was just the Wi-Fi tripping. It was just this happening and that." And the other lady, she's a therapist, a
Yeah.
psychiatrist. So she breaks it down, the psychiatry, the person try to learn about where their mom was born and all that other stuff like that. But you reminded me, it was an episode where she was having sleep paralysis, and it was the sleep paralysis so-called demon over top of her. And I was watching it and I was describing to somebody how it's just the man in the costume. Like it's nothing to be scared about. And I was
Yeah.
thinking I was talking to Jamina or my daughter, and I was describing it. And when I talk, I visualize things while I'm talking. So then while I was asleep, I actually revisited that scene. And I actually made an animation about it too, about 2 years ago. But and I saw the same thing through the door, and I started walking up to the door, and it had like a window where you can,
The
like one
demon.
window where you can see through, and I started walking up to it, and I was like, wait a second. And then I thought about what I was thinking before, or just in that moment, and I said, this is just a costume. It's just a man in a costume. Like I know what this is. And then like I went in there, and then we literally like was chilling
Mm,
because I had that thought.
the
So
man in the
It's
so
like when you
costume.
true. So
acknowledge
true.
it. It's when you acknowledge it that it doesn't have like a hold over you, I think. Because I remember on our first meetup, I remember I was going through it and I was talking to Booker and Rob. They were on the couch, but I was hearing them because I was on the acid. I was hearing their second conversation, their higher self conversation, and they were like, "She don't understand yet. Like she'll get it in a little bit. Like just let her relax, let her calm down. She'll get it." But that's not what they were saying. That's what they were thinking. I mean, that's what was on the other conversation. They didn't say those words out loud, but I heard those words. I heard Booker and Rob say, "She'll understand later on."
That was that spiritual
Yeah,
essence
that
of
other
us.
level conversation.
That,
Yep.
Yeah,
and that's
like
the
the
Need
one
for
that I'm
higher,
talk.
saying.
yeah, like the
Yeah, go
higher
ahead.
you.
Hmm.
But like I was saying, so I had smoked some DMT, right? And it shows me this. It looked
Let me
like a
find the
dollhouse,
animation.
okay?
I'm gonna
Like from the perspective, but it was clear. It was transparent. I could see everything in the house. I could see the floors of the house, and I could see the same person, but they were in every room of the house. And I'm like, what the hell am I seeing here? Why am I seeing the same person like in the bathroom using the toilet, at the kitchen, in the living room, in the garage, and walking in the front
Seen
door?
every
And then it was
possibility.
weird because yeah, and I didn't get it. I didn't get. I'm like, what is this showing me? And then True told me his dream, and I'm like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. Because he
Uh,
said like the three, and I saw the three, and then so I had said to him because he was saying that. My question was, so do we choose our story before we get here, and then we have our higher self controlling the other two, our ego and our other aspect controlling it to make sure we carry out the story we wanted to live out, I guess.
I think that's the part that
You
that
get what I'm
that
saying?
I think that's the part that throws me off because I
Mhm.
always said this. I feel like it's an aspect of us that knows what's going on, and then there's a part of us that wants to act like it doesn't know it because in a sense it don't like because when I
Yeah,
was off the
exactly.
mushrooms I seen what you seen. I walked in the house and it was 10 other me's in front of me and 10 other me's in the back of me walking the same footsteps, but the hands were doing and the mouth movements were doing something totally different than what the other ones were doing.
Yep. That's why you speak
That's
life, so to
bizarre.
speak, when people talk like that.
Dude,
And it's still
I
to the
had this
person.
dream once. I had this dream once,
That internet theory.
and I was like in this neighborhood,
Now
and it
start
reminded me of
balancing.
California. I don't know why, but it was just I was just on some street with a bunch of houses, but all the cars were like 70s, like I remember a Stingray Corvette, and I think I went up to the car, and the guy like handed me
True
something. Then I
news.
got out, and I got into my car, and then the guy got out of the car, and I thought he was going to say something to me, but he fucking shot me. And I just remember thinking, like, well, this is it. I fucking died. Like, and then, but it was so real, man. Like,
Yeah.
I was, it was like you were saying, True. Like, when you're in a dream and it's so real, like, you have no idea you're in a dream. You have no idea that you're not that person.
Yeah. You
And
just
every time, like, a lot of my dreams, yeah, a lot of my dreams are always like whatever I'm trying to do, whether it be, go get a cup of water or a sandwich, doesn't matter what it is. I can never quite get there, like make it to where I need to be to get
yeah.
to get whatever it is I'm looking for. Fuck, it drives me nuts.
And it's wild though because now Red Wing Crow, I dream every time I sleep. So every time I sleep, I'm in a different reality doing some other shit that that it's like I'm in a whole different lifetime. But each one I'm in, I know it. Like I even have memories in it. Like which throws me all the way off because sometimes before I go to sleep, I can instantly
That's
like on
wild.
the on like let's say when my body gets tired, I can see all my dreams. Soon as my body get tired,
Yep.
I know my body tired because I start hallucinating my dreams and I can remember them to the point to where I see them and I just kind of laugh and go, "Oh, dang, I remember that dream. Oh, I remember that one. Oh, I remember that one." They all begin to play until when I'm about to fall asleep and the other dream, the dream I'm about to have just kicks in.
Mm-hmm. The to to relate that to something very similar,
Correlation
it's
on
like
intelligence with
trying to remember
nature sap.
things when you're an
Huh?
artist and creating something, like painting something. Oh wait, no, sorry. Give me a second. I had a little microdose, and I bit my tongue real
Like just painting. Like it just be weird because I think that's the part that gets me is because when I'm inside the dream, the memories that I have
bad.
within the dream kind of throws
All
me
that
off
work.
because I'm going how like I'm remembering this stuff and then I wake up
Oh,
and then I'm going damn that was a dream. I'm like how the hell was that a dream? But I remember going to the taco shop the day before.
That's say true.
Yeah,
That's I guess that happened in real time. An example of what I was trying to talk about. Our thoughts and how we talk. You know how when you smoke and you can like lose your train of thought? Like where was that thought in the first place? Was it in a dream world? Was it in another place and we correlate it here? But when it's like a familiar train, we call it thinking in a way. We
yeah.
say, "Oh, I'm just thinking," or "I just thought of that." The same way somebody can probably in a mushroom trip or and if they're open to that kind of thing, hear their grandmom or something like that. But in another instance, they say, "Oh, I just felt my grandmom in this moment and it pushed me," or "I just thought about my grandmom," or other people say, "Oh, that was just a thought," or "I
Yeah.
wish I can contact my grandmom because they like had some kind of thing now."
It
Contact. So now I wish I can contact them, but not really realizing that is the part of
Oh,
the
what's up,
contact in
Theo?
a way.
It seems like at times I feel like we create an infinite amount of realities every moment. What's up, Theo? Welcome, Blue Fame in the building.
Yo,
But
what up, fam?
what's
oh,
cracking,
same old,
Frederick?
same old. But it's like we create an infinite amount of realities with every moment that we live because but we only choose the ones that we want to use depending on what we're creating as we go because we'll go okay like I said you'll be going I'm gonna walk to the store and I'm gonna go get this and in your mind you already did it because you already knew what you were going to the store for. You knew how much it cost. You knew where it was, where you were going to go to the freezer and pick it up or whatever. You already knew that. So you already did it before you did it. But on the way, another infinite amount of things happen. You begin to cross the street, which you didn't think of. You thought of crossing the street, but this time, when you begin to cross the street, you know, the cars just stop for you and let you cross. You didn't cross and then try to hurry up. They just came to a stop seeing that you was going to cross the street and let you cross the street. Now that reality is thrown on top of the reality that you already generated. And then you get across the street and you walk around some dog shit, that reality is thrown on top of the reality that you just created. And it's like we constantly creating and generating the infinite amount of moments within our life like all the time, but like the part that throws me off when you dive in on mushrooms or you dive on DMT, you see that those realities they play themselves out and they continue to live within your mind. They play themselves all the way out to however long it takes, infinitely.
I don't think humans
Uh-huh.
understand the reality of infinicy. I don't think humans in general can understand that. I'm sure we can as infinite beings, but humans, we cannot understand that word.
Yeah,
Because we're experiencing it.
yeah,
Can you say that?
yeah,
Or can you say
yeah. Because we're in the middle of the experience. We're
And
in
because
the happening.
understanding, like we think understanding is like outlining something, seeing the shape or form, and then finding the details of it, seeing the meaning of it. But it's the one thing. It's like you give up understanding it, then you might understand it.
When you
If
yeah
you give
when
up understanding it, then you might know it.
and I think that's a big part is that just going through it and experiencing it is giving you the knowing. That's how you actually getting the knowing by it happening, by being in the happening
Right.
instead
Yeah.
of going this
And
this
it
could
never
happen.
stops.
I'm
No,
sure.
it never stops. It never stops. It's constant. It's a constant flow. It's a constant flow, like a stream, and you don't see everything within the stream, but you just see the water, but you don't see all the little elements within the water that make up the water.
The coral and the krill and the
Yeah, you
stone.
don't see all of that. Like it was crazy because me and my son was talking, and we was talking about sand, and like we're talking about sand, and I'm like going, have you ever looked at sand under a microscope and seen what it actually looked like? And he like, nah, just little pieces of dirt. And it's like, no, it's not. It's actually life. It's actually pieces of star creatures that live in the ocean or that died in the ocean.
I didn't know
Crystals too.
sand was the
Yeah,
beginning of a pearl. I had no idea.
that what?
Sand, like a
Yeah,
pearl.
sand is yeah, you're right. You put sand in an oyster and then it grows into a pearl.
Yeah,
Yeah, like if 1 grain of sand gets into an oyster, it encapsulates. I'm not sure of the
yeah, and it starts
process.
to make that pearl.
You know,
That's
you can
fucking
buy
crazy.
pearls off of they have oyster farms in China, and you can buy oysters still in the or you can buy pearls still in the oysters from China, and it's like they're like $25 per pearl.
Yeah,
Like it's not that expensive.
they do that at SeaWorld, Red Wing Crow. They got a little booth you go to, and they got oysters growing pearls, and you can sit there and buy the oyster, and they'll open it for you and take the pearl out and give it to you.
Yeah, they're making bank on that.
But I think Crow, what I always thought about is because like I always said, dang, okay, because the Earth, right, the Earth, like to me is constantly growing, but what is it growing from?
You know,
Death. It's grow
plasma.
no, it's growing from death. Like every like we are born and we grow. Like everything else is born and it grows and then it dies and it goes into the earth.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Every animal, every insect, every
Yeah, it's like
creature,
the
every
full circle.
tree. Yeah, it's a full circle. But where is it coming from? It's coming from that the being that created, like the trees that dropped seeds and made other trees that grew from the seeds of this one tree. And then those die and they go back into the earth and it's constantly spreading because everything comes in and it births life and then that life perishes and it goes into the earth, like which is just trippy to me,
Yep.
bro.
It is.
That's
And then some
just
of that
trippy.
dirt too becomes silica. And then they turn that silica to computers.
It's the circle.
Yeah, and it's
Circle
crazy,
of
man, to think
life.
about how we're using crystals right now to communicate.
Yep.
Yeah, how we even talk
Magic already exists.
yeah, how we even talk about people, saving experiences within crystals, which is
How
wild.
much megabytes you got?
Hey, which is wild because you can save a mushroom experience into about anything
Mm-hmm.
once you get it right.
Wait, think about it.
Yeah, they teach you.
If you could save pictures and videos on a memory card, why wouldn't you be able to save that on a crystal?
Yep. And then once you see that your body is a
Yeah,
crystal
yeah,
too,
no, I
has
know.
crystalline structures in it. Because at first you see like with a lot of shows on TV, how they'll say a magician and stuff, they'll give you a tool to work with, like a wand and everything. But then when they get up there, they're not really using wands, they're using their hands and stuff.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, we don't
Well, yeah,
we'll
and
give all our power over to the wand. Because now they see their whole body being the form, but it was like still part of the practice. It still works.
I think that's
when you
part.
get into chemistry, all drugs are crystals. Like DMT is a crystal. It's liquid crystal, you know?
Crystal meth is a crystal.
I was thinking it, and
Yeah.
you said
That's trying to
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
confuse us.
man. You know what else is
Reality
crystal?
is a crystal. Because like
It's all
our
the
mind
same.
is a crystal. Even thoughts and ideas are crystallized. Like anything we consider that vibrates at that density. What's
Yeah.
that, Cryo?
Yeah.
What's up, Cryo?
Crystals
What's up?
are evidence for self-organization at a molecular level. Now listen to
Yeah,
me.
but
In the same way that life itself developed the cell wall before we were living beings, when we were just like energy flowing in the ether, you feel me? When those little proteins developed into the lipid cell wall to make single cell organisms, that's a lattice structure as well. We just don't tell people that.
yep.
Yeah.
I like that description.
And
There's
that's why it
evidence.
changes. That's why that's why different but that's why I like when you do the mushrooms, it raises your vibration or frequency so that you can, so you can do whatever it is the mushroom wants to show you. Or you do like caffeine and it raises your vibration.
And also that's kind of like in yoga, like the memory, like not only our physical body where all this stuff is stored, but our subtle energy bodies and all the memory or karma that we store up, which is like a memory and an action. And it's like we can have more of a stagnant, crystallized, or we can have like a mutable crystal that's adapting to the changes as it goes. It's more influence, like a direct mirror of reality rather than always still reflecting the past.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, it's wild.
Is that how?
It's wild because you start realizing that you are the power behind these things because you're the one who putting the power into these things to make them what they are.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's still hard to like to wrap your head around that though. Cause like, I don't know. I don't even get it.
That's why they always say you gotta see yourself doing in a way what you want to do. Not in a forceful way, but like you tap into that dream state of like what you're dreaming about, what's going on in so many different spaces. Because you manifest
Yeah,
what
because
you're
like
thinking.
one way to you could try to get rid of the karma or get rid of the memory, but it's always going to be something. So another process, instead of always trying to delete files in the mind, it's like you say, just focus on what you want to do. As long as we keep creating what we want and then asking ourselves, why do I want this? Is this something that's like from my past that I think I want for a certain reason? Or over time, we see what we might truly want or what we think we should spend our time on. And it's like to correct that karma, you just keep doing in the present, and eventually it just keeps on.
Or is it something that I
overriding.
seen somebody else
You
have
find yourself
and it made them happy?
where you want.
Theo, is it something I seen
Yeah,
somebody
right.
else have and it made them happy? Which I think that's what all of it
And
is.
some association.
Yeah.
It is in a way, but it's also
Oh,
like
that's what I was
sometimes we
going to
can
bring.
know it more through experience instead of association. What's that, Ty?
Yeah, with the experience? Because when I was in the mushrooms, well, I like saying mushroom space, but when I was in the mushroom space, um, I was seeing myself above the world, above a earth or something, and I was doing the sound effects. And when I I had all this stuff around me, and I was hitting random gear, but don't you like when you envision something? But when I would envision it from that up there, I would be able to see a footstep on the earth of a person walking. And I was timing everything right and getting it right. And then it zoomed out of me, then that perspective to see and look at that being that was me, being the sound design guy. And then when I would laugh, he would like look at me and stuff. And and then like croak the horn like a clown, like
Yeah.
like, oh, this the joke part. So now when I was here, it relate back to me saying, oh, this is like what I want to do. And it was like I had a feeling too that I was introduced to a certain part of the stage and stuff where like, yeah, this is how it is here. And like now you can do stuff. But it's just like if a kid was to always be introduced to that and imagine and say, you guys gotta imagine, keep your dream big and all that stuff. They introducing themselves about how comfortable a person is in their systematic beliefs too along the way. How
It's
tapped in
like
things play out like that.
The
Like the
body said,
mushroom. This
we could say we don't really truly want anything in a way. It's like, but we choose what we do with our time. But then it's like I think we find like music and art is kind of like an irrational thing. Instead of always being influenced by the past to chase some type of dream. I want to get a yacht. I want to be the greatest such and such to be remembered as. But then part of it is just like once you find bluegrass, you just want to get lost in the ripples of music and just dance with all the other artists. Pass it to
hey,
Ty, solo, doo-doo-doo, pass it to True,
hey,
doo, pass it to Chris.
Theo, hey, the body said, do not break character, okay? Because then you confuse the reality. When you break character, it confuses the reality. It confused the people in
Who
That's why
said
reality.
we
that?
have all of our character break. We got the wizard
but more
underneath.
so,
Once you break character, become the wizard. You can become every character at once. And then you break the reality together. Morse code.
because
Beep
the
boop
more
bop.
thing though, it confuses the person that's saying that is confused in reality too, because they're trying to see why the other person is so confused by what they're saying. But that's something that can actually be worked on at times too,
It's like,
so that it's not as confusing,
it's like,
but just oh, it's just a
just
perspective.
high. It's like walking on water, right? You walk on water, people gonna see it and say, "Oh my God."
I saw a fake video of that this
Yeah,
morning.
bro. It's
Somebody
just like that
says this
guitar
guy was
solo.
walking
It's
on the
just like I
ocean.
can't
That's
play the drums while I play.
that's
I could be a one man band,
insane.
man, but I'd rather just like. But when they hear that guitar solo, they'll be like, "Oh my god!" Hopefully.
Oh my goodness!
You
Look
know
at
they will.
he's walking on water with a guitar.
When he hit that note, the wave went like,
But I think it's wild. That's how come I look at all the different ways we explain life and God and all these things back in the days. We were just talking about ourselves and the way our minds, our bodies, and everything works. We never was talking about anything that was outside of us because it's all inside of us and it's all working in the ways that these things are saying it's working, but we'll say no, it's this over here, it's that thing over there that's outside, and it's like, nah, it's instantly talking about us, the way our minds, the way our bodies work, the different aspects of ourselves. When they talk about the Trinity, you mind, body, and soul, you like
yep,
you are the
yep,
walking Trinity, you
Father,
are
Son, Holy Ghost.
that shit is
Father,
funny
daughter,
now. That's
mother,
just
daughter.
it's just funny now because it's like, you see yourself as all these things, and the body be going, no, don't break character. You got to stay in the character. You got to stay in character as a human. Dungeon creepy fire
Or as
alarm.
we was told humans are.
Dragon virus.
And then it does break
Pet
part
demon
because then when
matrix.
people hear that, they say, well, fuck all of this human stuff. Ah, ah.
That's
Or,
why we go crazy.
or they get real quiet and cynical
Huh?
about life.
Yeah. It's like, well, what am I even doing this for? What?
Yeah, because this is what
But there's an in between, or a lot, or outside in between, whatever you're trying to go
in
to.
the text chat because I don't want
Or
to
you
go
just see
into
what
what.
things are is
Because
going
part of
on.
it's
It's
like
all up to you, Tars.
as like this human was never a thing. Nothing was ever a thing in the first place. It's just a collective idea. And then being a human, we're always breaking it. It's just we're breaking the mold by growing so slowly, like mold. breaking
Mhm.
that gingerbread man
Hey, it's
slowly. So over time, it looks like no, we've always been the same, but we're slowly breaking it, and sometimes we make those leaps.
I think that's the part that gets me because it's like if we say something in the group is right.
Now that's called an echo chamber. But yeah, that is right though.
It's
The
like,
things that happen afterwards.
it's like like if they go, rich is better than poor, and we go, and we all agree on it, and it's like, okay, so it be the truth. So like if
We
you're
don't.
not rich,
Yeah,
What
but
is
that's
it?
you
why
be
they say
walking around
beware of
feeling
echo
some type of
chambers,
way.
because
Yeah,
you don't
but
want to catch yourself in one. Right. Because everything doesn't always have to, like you said, the homeless person want to be homeless.
Yeah,
Their mind is in a whole different state.
a whole different
From it.
state,
No,
but the
So,
I
majority
was thinking about
doesn't
this
see it.
earlier.
Because we could be like, we want to, I want to create the truth. Go ahead.
The majority don't see it like that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like not the
Mm-hmm.
majority. Like I was seeing Just Ty, I was
But you could
watching
be like,
Honeycomb Brazy in jail, and he was saying basically how Jay Prince Jr. and them was doing him with his contract, right? And he was like going, y'all need to just let me out of my contract. And baby been looking out for me over there. And I think I just want to go over there. And I'm like going, damn, we do that. We'll jump out of one bad contract and jump right into another bad contract. Cause I'm going in my mind, look what baby did to Lil Wayne. So why would you want to go over there?
No.
And like, I'm thinking to myself, I said, the
But yo, that's crazy. We all had the same thought because I was thinking this earlier. Like we're all we're all at the place where we want to be or deserve to be. Where
yeah,
you are right now in your life is exactly where you wanted to be. Nobody else put you there.
yeah,
You did.
yeah.
You did. So you got to answer some questions if you in some
I was thinking,
questionable places.
But we like to blame.
it's like
We
if
like to
we
blame it on
like, is
somebody
the
else.
group right? You could be like, once the group has a group consensus, you'd be like, any outside opinion is a threat to that. Or you could be
Exactly.
like, there is no the group right, because the truth don't have a name or a owner. The truth is just true. So if the group is seeing the truth together, but then it's like every one thing, if it's only circling in itself, it just becomes more and more bland and dies off. But it's like the group consensus would only become more fortified because each perspective would still be right. But
Yeah,
then it could
yeah.
even grow into something else. The more it lets in outside things, it would grow it, help it grow.
because you could be in the group church of a church, and that the pastor is doing things that the pastor is not supposed to do. But since everybody has the belief that this person is in this position because God put him there, then no matter what he does, you're still gonna follow him. Doesn't matter what he do, you're gonna follow him. And then when he make mistakes and he apologize, you can be like,
well, not really, but
yeah, how do you? Okay,
and
explain
it's
that.
like, well, what type of person even wants to be in that position? It's someone who desires power, and
Yeah,
money.
yeah, but the followers, a lot of the followers is not looking at it like that. Like even when you think of Donald Trump, like a lot of people that have their understanding of God go, well, God put them in that position. God put him in that position. So
Yeah,
like it's a
and it's like,
system, a belief that we didn't carry from over time from the kings when they were kings. It was like because in the Bible or in the scriptures, that's what it said. God chose the king. So everybody had to follow the king. And now the king is not the king. The king is president.
Yeah. You think they had
That's
so
why
many
we have
people
things
losing
like
family
artists.
members and not talking to each other for the whole election? You for Kamala, oh man. You for Trump, man. You rascals over there. And then at the end of the day, and Obama like, oh man, we gotta get this fascist out of here. He's Hitler. Oh, we gotta watch out. It's a threat to democracy. And then we see them all laughing together,
Yeah,
literally on camera.
like South Park showed us a long time ago. South Park showed us that
yeah,
shit a long time ago.
yeah, it's the WW. Yeah, it's the WWE, man. They
Yeah.
all go
All
back
right.
to the
Yep,
same
that's why I
locker room.
started watching it again, Red Wing. It come on Netflix.
Can I drop a little truth bomb on y'all?
Yeah.
Boom.
When it comes to the upper echelons of
Yeah.
society, if you're trying to be involved like with the real players, self-actualization is basically your passport to get in. You have to be
Yeah.
the type of person, no matter what it is you do, you're the one doing it for you to get what you need done. You're doing your own will in a big way. Now, that doesn't mean you do it on your own or you don't do it with any help. But that's one of the main things that people are looking for. People that actually are not just a go-getter, not just, oh, I'll do what you say, but no, I'm doing what I want, my own pure will.
And that's proof that everyone who pretends to not know what their issue is knows exactly what their issue. Always
I don't know
know
what
that.
my issue is.
Is
Yeah,
it
but
self-actualization?
so yeah, but the people we're seeing though, they're all LARPs, man. You know, live action role playing characters like Elon Musk. He's a live action role playing character. He's not smart.
And
He's not. He doesn't
What
do
do you
anything.
mean? Elon Musk is smarter than
And
anybody in
he
this room.
certainly ain't
I'm telling you
the
that right now.
third best in the world with Diablo. They probably got people. He's probably get. You know, they're probably paying someone.
Look,
Like
you're
I could say that.
fractalizing,
I could be
Theo.
like, I'm the sixth best player in the world in Diablo online. Like how are you gonna look that up?
The chocolate
It's all
dimension.
fucking usernames, right?
well, you can watch him stream on X when he streams playing games.
Who?
Elon Musk.
Elon must be playing games.
Yeah,
Or
he
who's
played Diablo. That's what Red Wing was just talking about.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
well, he
No.
supposedly plays Diablo. You see
No, I
him
believe him.
stream, right? I don't know.
I think when they give us these names like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, those are just fall guys. Mark
Same
Zuckerberg,
game.
they're all fall guys. Those guys
Yeah,
don't
that's
have
what I'm
real
saying. Like
power.
they're
Snail,
puppets.
Snail Horseplay
Yeah,
said
and
Elon
it's like
Musk.
we hear about the billionaires, but you never hear about the trillionaires.
Hey, Snail Horseplay
You know?
said Elon Musk sucks at gaming. But it's weird because
Does he do, like has?
I don't know. I never watched him game.
I bet
didn't
he
know he was
does.
a gamer.
Dude, I don't know, like, and it's crazy because like he goes on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's like, "Oh,
Watched it.
you're so smart, Elon." And I'm like, "How much money did they pay you, Joe, to say that, man?"
They didn't. That's what you don't understand.
You know what I mean?
Joe Rogan's a real ass bro. He wouldn't even have Elon Musk on the show if he didn't think Elon Musk was telling the truth.
Man,
Are you being facetious? right
yeah, because
No, I'm being honest. You have no idea what's changing in the media right now, do you?
Hey,
He
Joe
said
Rogan
Joe
didn't
Rogan's
have
a real
people
ass
on
bro.
there. Joe Rogan didn't have people on there that was wrong a gang of times.
Well, he's had people that were wrong, but they're not liars. He had that one guy, that scientist actor guy, who was really interesting. He sounds crazy, but he's not lying.
Yeah, and then he had the one dude that, after a while he off somebody. He didn't have people too,
Yeah, that's true.
But
Oh,
I forgot what the
Yeah.
guy name was.
Yeah, it
But
was like the guy got out of jail. Like he finally got out. And then what's he do like a month after? He kills someone. It was
yeah.
like a revenge kill. And dude, it was bad. He chopped the guy up and put him in his freezer and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, but
God.
that's
Who are
that's
you
just
talking about?
that's how it is, bro. Like somebody was just asking about Santos Bonacci. And like I was looking up Santos the other day trying to find out where he was or what he was doing. Santos lost his dang mind, if you ask me.
Dude, he's
Who's that? Who's
smoking
Santos
crack.
Bonacci?
True.
He on
Yeah,
something.
Santos. Yeah, he did.
Santos.
Yeah, he did a lot with like the planets, like supposedly like the 12 disciples,
I know
Yeah,
who
we programmed.
know who you're
12
talking about. I know
planets,
you're
and the sun is.
Yeah.
But no, he started smoking crack again. That's what I think.
I don't know
Because
what
dude,
he was doing,
underneath his eyes, they're so fucking black.
but he
You
off
know what I mean?
somebody
I don't
though.
think it's
And
crack.
his
I think
whole
it's meth. I think it's meth. I
he
think what they
off
get on is
somebody
meth.
Or
though.
Who the
meth.
hell
Yeah.
is gonna start with crack? Who's
He
gonna start with crack?
but
These
it's
people
it's
are
wild
getting on
because
meth
everybody that
because
I
people are
see.
calling it crystal.
Yeah.
Hey, it's wild because
But no, he's down in Mexico.
most of the people you see that like dive in and get to explaining certain information, they really fucking lose their mind. They lose their self within it, and you know they just turn
Yeah.
into this hella crazy ass creature.
Yeah, you gotta ground yourself, you know.
Yeah, hold on,
Gotta
hold on.
take the shoes off, gotta go
Oh,
outside,
give me a second.
you know, fucking ground, man. Or have family. Like that dude has no family. He has no kids, no not, you know what I mean? You gotta have someone grounding you.
You are so right about that because I be thinking, yeah, I could be alone for the rest of my life, but 1, 2 weeks alone, I start talking to myself. I'm talking to the dog. It's not a. I'm expecting him to answer. It's really not a good look. You need
Well, I
grounding.
mean, but like with that though, I had this buddy that was in jail and he said, you know, you go into the hole and he goes, Joe, he goes, I was in there. I think he said once he was in there for like 6 months, I think. And he goes, we are social beings. We are meant to communicate with other beings. And he goes,
Right,
if you
right, right.
don't communicate with other people, he goes, you will lose your damn mind. And
I
he
don't
goes,
think
I
you'll
know,
lose
I
your
did it.
mind. I think you'll go deep inside. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Lose
Well,
your mind
yeah,
doing what
yeah.
now?
Uh, being in
You
solitary
know,
confinement.
if you're in prison and
No, you'll
yeah,
go
solitary
crazy.
confinement.
You'll go crazy. Trust me, you'll go crazy.
Wait,
It might take only 2 weeks. It might take 3
what I
days.
would
It
do,
doesn't matter. It depends on who you are.
what,
You'll start
what,
seeing shit.
what I would do, yeah, you will start hallucinating, but dude, I would make it all dark and try to get that DMT going. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that not
Like
going deep within? Is that not simulating DMT or
exactly. Like
The power
yeah,
of Christ compels you.
because if you try to hold on, dude, it's just gonna slow time down and
right, right?
you know, you might as well just go with it.
Well, ultimately, you have
You
to
know, do
learn
the
acceptance for something that is a primal human desire being taken away from you. Like, because social meaning is so important, you know? So if we're stuck in a
That's what.
situation where there's nobody to converse with or exist by, you start making people up.
Uh, uh, we- I think
I
that's
don't
what
think
we
that's the
do.
reason social media is important. I think social media
No, I didn't say social media. I said
different
social consumption in general, just like being around people, talking to other
Yeah.
beings, being with them, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you begin to make them up anyway. This should be like a chessboard if you ask me, because you put people in certain positions to be like a Elon Musk. Like Elon Musk will be some people's Jesus. Donald Trump will be some people's Jesus.
Right. And you see that on TV? People were praying to Donald Trump last year.
I bet they was.
Yeah, good. Maybe it'll
They
work.
were as if he was Jesus. They were praying, please, Lord Donald Trump, please come back into office, Lord Donald Trump. I thought they were joking.
And what happened?
It's
What
so
happened?
serious.
dude, that's
And Lord
crazy.
Donald
Like
Trump
I don't think
Have you
back
seen
into office.
that
Have you seen the man in
that's
India who
nuts.
has a Trump statue and put flowers on it and burns incense in front of it and worships Trump
They did
like a
that.
god?
They
Yeah,
did
but
that with
that's part of their
His own
Kamala.
deity.
They did
that's
that
like
with
a
Kamala Harris when she was they thought she was gonna get elected, and they did the same thing in India or something, wherever it is she from. They did the same thing.
yeah, I
That
get
is
it.
an African American woman. What are you talking about?
She
Nah, she's more Indian than African American. I'll tell you that right now.
We
If you
know
saw
that.
if you saw the pictures of her in the saris with her hair a little different, you'd think it's
Hey, look,
different. But then
I was
she grew up and became somebody who I'd like to not describe,
I,
and then somehow became vice president. So
I never was the name. I never got into the political views of all this shit because that shit just means nothing to me.
Yeah, me either.
It never did.
I know it's like it's zero. It's literally zero. I like the banter about the nonsense that they say more than the fucking politics. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about the
And then
politics.
people will be like, well, see, you don't understand. See, that's gonna make this in your life do that. And it's like, bro, this shit been doing this. Gas been
Exactly.
going
Without
up. Food
my
been going up. That ain't nothing like, what the fuck? Like, no, that's what it does in your life. But don't put that on me. You carry that burden.
right. People telling me, oh, XYZ is gonna happen. I've never voted in my life. So whatever is gonna happen,
Dude, I
it's
saw
gonna
a guy,
still
and it
happen.
was Tony Robbins.
Dude, our
Hey,
vote don't matter anyways because the electoral vote chooses the president.
hey, Josh.
The
That
people
part.
don't.
And you can say that and it goes in one ear and out the other. You can print out the definition of what you just said, and still they'll say, well, my vote still
People are
counts.
stupid, man.
My
It's
vote
like, dude,
still
we
counts.
don't choose them.
Your
It
vote's more
may.
expensive than a Powerball ticket.
I
It
mean,
says your
Al
vote
Gore won.
may
Like
count.
Al Gore won the people's vote. Hillary Clinton won.
I don't remember.
Hillary Clinton should won the people's vote, but Donald Trump won the electoral vote the first time, and that's
Yeah,
why he
I
was
don't think you
president and not
understand
her.
very much about population dynamics and the founding of the Constitution, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, when I was in history class, they had very good reasons for not letting the cities rule the rural people for no fucking reason.
What I'm explaining is do you know what the electoral vote is? Because
It's
I
called
get
the
it. Yes, I
Electoral
get. I
College, bro.
understand that the electoral college. Do you understand how it works?
Yes.
Yeah, they say, oh, we do it so that the cities don't rule. But what difference does it make? What different? Whoever the people choose, the people choose. It doesn't matter
Okay.
where they live.
So then we'll just pass laws based on what the city folk think, because there's more of them, and then to hell with the farmers. What do their interests matter, right?
That's not what I said.
Because that's what it is when it comes down to it. Rural folks' opinions matter too.
No, the electoral vote, the electoral college vote is 350 people. Okay, 350 people choose the president, not the people. That's what I'm trying to say.
How many
And you're
times have
talking
they
about
gone
other
against the
nonsense.
popular vote
Nothing
in
to
a
do.
big way? Like when it's been a big difference?
I just told you, Al Gore beat Bush back in 2003. Hillary Clinton beat Trump. I just Google it.
That's in the people's eye, huh?
You just said you went to school. They didn't tell you. But anyway,
They didn't specifically
the
say, "Oh,
people
here are
will
the
vote.
times when the
We
popular
don't
vote flipped
choose.
against the Electoral College."
The most important vote, I would say, would be the primary because we actually choose the winner. There is no electoral college for that.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
it's wild. People, people think they spend all that money and for what?
I
Isn't that
never
wild?
voted. I never voted. You ever vote, Crow?
Twice. I
Yeah.
voted for Obama.
Oh wow. I didn't even vote for
That
Obama.
was it.
I voted
I
4
know.
times in my life.
Why?
I didn't even vote for Obama. I never was into politics, bro.
And
Like I just never was.
what? And and then he just turned out to be a warmonger, really.
Archon DMT Saturn.
It just never ends, man.
Game over. I
Hillary
just
Clinton was
I
trying to
think
get us to go to war
It's
with
going to
Russia.
have to get
I think I liked Donald Trump because I felt like Donald
It's
Trump
going to
was
have to
just
get
a gangster. Donald Trump was a gangster.
That's facts. So honestly,
But
don't
he's-
take this the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of folks from even the black community fucked with Trump heavily because of his persona and his big ego and shit.
Yeah.
He had the money, he had the girls, he had the cars, he had the businesses. You feel me? And so
Yeah.
they kind of was like, yeah, let's do it his way a little bit
He always kind of
where
did.
we
He
can.
did what he wanted to do. I felt like, that was
Exactly.
just him. That was just
But now
him.
that he was all Republican, they say, oh, he was always evil. But they weren't like that before.
I voted
Oprah
for
loved
Obama
Trump, bro.
once, and I've been voting for myself since. Exactly. Been voting for me. Shit. Dang, where you going, Kristen? To your parents' house?
Now I'm going home.
From work?
No, from my mama's house.
Oh, from your mammies?
Yeah, I'm going home.
Oh.
On my
Hey,
way
dude,
home.
are we still allowed to talk about politics?
Yeah, you can talk. Come on now.
Are we live?
Why would
We've
we
been live. We've been live.
All right,
for
I'm gonna
an
say
hour
this.
and
I'm gonna say
almost
this.
2 hours now.
South Africa
we love
just
talking about
voted for
politics.
land seizures. They put a law into the fucking books that they can take your farm, they can take your house for any reason they want. They don't give a fuck anymore. They're just gonna take it, and you know who they're taking it from. But I won't go into detail.
I think everything is going towards that way, to where the government will be able to control everything. What's up, Master Creator? I think everything is going that way, Cryo. Like Trump want to make it to where you don't have to have a certain amount of time as being president. Like, you can be president as long as you want, type shit.
Yeah, they tried to pass a bill for that recently. It got shot down. I'm a fan of 2 terms only. But a third emergency term, if they put like an emergency term law for a third term, that's fine with me. But they would need Congress to vote to pass it or something.
And I don't
but
know.
dude, and it's wild. The Congress, he needs to change. The Congress can get voted in as many times. I mean, that's why Pelosi's been in there for 30 something years. Biden was in there for 30 something years, because they just keep winning and winning and winning. It's like, it don't even make sense. People don't even try. It seems like people aren't even paying attention, but they should have, 2 terms too. Like, why should they get unlimited terms? It's crazy.
That's a good question. Because Biden has been in maybe not Congress, but he's been in office.
In the
I don't know
Senate,
what
yeah.
This is for 50 years.
He was a Senate. Yeah, he was in the Senate forever, and then he was in Congress forever, and then he was,
and then he became
the vice
president.
president. And,
not quite sure what he did. I'm not quite sure what he did, though.
He didn't do a damn thing.
I always felt like they get everybody hopes up. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. They say a lot of things they know they can't do, and then when they get in office, they don't do none of that shit.
I know
like
that.
Biden with the whole free
That's the
college
one thing I'll say. I've never seen no one have a stack of 300 executive orders waiting for them when they show up. I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
Not
that
like
was
that.
something that he said. He
Not
said
that
he
I
was
can
going to do
remember.
for the past couple of years now. He said, day one, I'm going to be going hard. And he did
though. He signed in a lot of stuff. I don't know what it was, but I heard about it.
Well, he did. Yeah, he did more than what Biden and Camilla did in 4 years. He did more in one day. It was like, holy shit.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Now he's
God
gonna
bless
be like,
America.
Tell me what I should do. What Velvet Wind said
well,
when I
like,
started to
the
vote
Panama
for myself,
Canal,
I said to myself, if I'm grown,
scary,
why
man.
do I need someone to tell me what I should do? What's the point
Say it again.
of being grown?
Start it from the beginning.
Said when I started to vote for myself, I said to myself, I'm grown. Why do I still need someone to tell me what I should do? What's the point of being grown?
Oh, do we do it? You want to go on an adventure? A magical journey?
What's it?
Yeah. I think my cat's trying to tell me it's time to smoke some DMT.
Smart cat.
He said smart cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I've just been sitting on mine. I ain't even thought about it. I said, well, the time come, I go in when the time comes. But I've been kind of
What's
just,
wrong?
drowned in the psychedelic reality as it is, just seeing how psychedelic it
Mm-hmm.
is by
Falling?
itself.
Falling?
Oh yeah, that's
No,
the
I wanted to
feature.
check out the
Is
sky.
like, you know how there's the movie.
What?
Okay,
What?
listen. You know how in the early 2000s they had CD players and DVD players.
Yeah.
Listen up.
Yeah.
Psychedelics is like a feature film movie with bonus features and extra credits
In 4K.
because in 4K. So maybe it's like a Blu-ray with. But listen, back in the day, these CD DVD games were on the movie disc too. You could use the remote control to play certain cute little games, like on Shrek, I think.
Yeah.
On maybe SpongeBob SquarePants was one of them, and you could literally play games on your DVD player with this DVD. So it's got the intro sequence where like you're looking at the CDs, like looking at the tab, looking at the DMs, you feel me? You put it in the player, it loads in, ingestion, right? Turn it on. That's when you get the initial come up starting, right? When the come up comes on strong, you see the loading screen and the do not pirate movies ever kind of thing going on. You know those videos. And after that, you
Yeah.
got the intro sequence where it shows the title after a short little prologue or epilogue or whatever.
He said Trump didn't even read what he was signing. He was just saying, what am I signing again? Oh, yeah, good.
Exactly. You know, that's exactly what it was like. He was like,
that is funny.
No, I know,
And he'll
right?
pose
Oh,
with
snap.
Which is
pose with the
scary.
picture.
And dude, they're
He'll
like
hold it up to the camera.
signing AI stuff. Any of you guys ever seen that TV show Altered Carbon? Where like in the
Yeah.
show they
Yeah.
can switch their bodies?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Excellent,
Yeah, I've seen
excellent
it.
So
show.
do you think
Everyone should watch it.
Altered Carbon.
so you saw it, yeah. Dude, that
Come on,
was
talk about
crazy.
your stacks.
Like
Don't destroy the stack.
Hey, you know what?
yeah,
What
yeah.
got me, Red Wing Crow? I went back and watched Transcendence.
Oh yeah, that was a good one
I said,
too.
dang, that's just
Oh
an
yeah.
updated. It seemed like it was just an updated Jesus Christ story. Like if Jesus was living today.
Oh yeah.
That's what it seemed like to me.
hey, yo, I got an alter
Well,
ego,
no, but
call
like,
him
dude,
Defrauder.
that's what the
That's
trillionaires
my alter
want,
ego.
man. They want us all to be uploaded into like some giant computer server, in our consciousness to I'm all set. I don't want none of that.
That's
No
out.
way.
That's
But
outside of the giant computer server we already in, or inside of.
but is it me or is Starlink? Have you seen Starlink go by,
Yeah.
Stu? And
Starlink is Apple.
it's like, is that
Starlink is iPhone, Apple, all Apple products. iCloud is the cloud. Starlink is the cloud.
well, yeah, but is it also the cloud for people like these trillionaires' consciousness that are like around the world? Like is their consciousness getting backed up? And then is it like
No,
get out?
no
Do they
cloning. It's
just
impossible.
take their
Can't do it.
brain out of their head?
Nope, not possible.
What do you mean?
I
We've
don't
already
know.
done
Okay, look,
cloning.
Physicists say it's
Watch the
impossible. I
movie.
read up on it.
Watch the movie. The boys from Brazil.
oh
It goes
yeah.
through. It's actually really simple. And
Wait, the
but
boys from Brazil
like
was
in the
a
film,
trafficking movie?
no. It's about cloning.
Oh, okay,
They
okay.
cloned Hitler. Like in the movie, these Nazis cloned Hitler. Basically, that's the whole big thing. It was
It's
they made it back in the 70s.
you know what's scary
But
about that, Crow?
they've
You know what's literally
go ahead.
scary about that is that we don't understand that when they talk about cloning, they don't need to clone your body to make another you. They don't need to clone your body. They can clone your
They need
mind.
to
They
record
already
your
cloning
memories.
minds.
Your memories. All about the memories.
Yeah,
And that's why cloning isn't
Well,
real.
that's wild.
You're just putting memories into an artificial thing.
so
That's not a real human
so
being.
like it's almost like creating a religion. Now I create this religion and then I clone myself by giving it to you, and now you start following this religion. And then we give it to these people and these people and these people. Now we have clones of ourselves. Now all these people have the same set mind thinking, so they're all going to stay in that group. It's only a group of clones because they're all acting out that same ideology right there, whether it's Catholic, Muslim, or
Weird.
whatever, or the different texts,
Didn't even
Right
gamers,
in
and
the middle of winter and shit.
yeah,
like that to be like a copycatting situation and not necessarily like literal cloning. Like
yeah,
I never thought like that.
yeah, and it's like weird, bro. It's hella weird, but
Well, like, did you see the show The Watchmen? Like they showed that they had in the show The Watchmen,
yeah,
they have the nostalgia pills, which basically they explain that they go into the person's brain and they like download all the memories from the brain, and then they like put them in pill form so you could
Uh-huh.
pop a pill and have have a hallucination of
Right.
that memory. And they said they had to ban them because everyone was popping the pills of all their bad memories and like trying to
Oh,
live. They were just stuck in their trauma and like purposely reliving it.
I can relate.
And then they did that in Altered Carbon. They were doing that in Altered Carbon, remember?
yeah,
um it was like big money for people who actually were killed, and they didn't have another sleeve, but it was like recorded, and they were like watching it, but they also would feel the same emotions the person was going through while they were being murdered. It's fucking dark. Like that is dark.
It was dark. And anybody on
And they
YouTube
were
who's
doing it like
watching
a drug,
should watch
man.
Altered Carbon. You gotta watch Altered Carbon and the
Yeah, yeah.
AO or the OI, OA, the OA, the OA.
No, the OA. Yeah, the OA. Yeah, that's a good show. But it's like I swear they're telling us what is really going on in these TV shows. Because you'll see like repetitive, like Get Out, the movie Get Out. They bring the black guy up there, and they're like, "We want your body, and we're gonna put our brain in your body," you know, and like they hypnotize him so he can't move, and the doctor's there, and he's like cutting his friggin' skull, like the top of his skull off and stuff. Bet that's real. Like the only thing is like, how do they get the soul to transfer? Do they just say, hey, when you pop out of your body, just
No,
go into this body?
no, that's not how it works. Listen, I
Or
don't
does
think
your
they
brain have to be in it?
and Caleb, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the OA, they said that they're basically transferring. I mean, not in the OA. What's that show on Amazon? I mean, yeah, it was on Amazon Prime. It's called Upload. They didn't transfer the soul. They transferred the
Oh yeah.
memories
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the person.
I watched that one too.
yeah. Hold on, y'all. Give
Yeah,
me a minute.
so
I'll be
just
right
because you
back.
have all of this person's memories and this device that you created can
Why
mimic
not though?
that's not a clone. That's not a fucking clone. That is something separate. That is a total
It's like
separate
a
entity.
No.
homunculus, really.
Yeah,
How
no,
about they put it
see
inside
that
of a body?
no, and
Put it
that's
in
the
the
thing,
body of
is
a
it's
walk
just a
around.
look-alike. It's like a twin.
Hey, granddaughter, feed me.
Hey. So, anyways, I started blasting.
Thank you. Yeah, because what if we what if everybody here was already a clone in the aspect of what they are to their other selves another way and their mind and everything.
You guys still there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to everybody else.
Oh, I'm like,
I remember watching the OA. Yeah, that was really crazy. That was like it was cool. It was weird. I hated the first episode, but that's kind of the new age entertainment where they do something to rape your mind a little bit, and then they show you something that's worth watching it to continue watching it.
Oh, you have to watch all 2 seasons. However, it was dope.
well, there was a lot going on in the show, and like the question is, like at the end of season 2, were they moving it? Were they removing the fourth wall, as they call it, and bringing the show into this world? Because that's what they showed, but it didn't really make much sense. Um,
Yeah, I
but it
only
was pretty
watched the
crazy that they
first season.
showed
I didn't finish it.
the first season.
Yeah, yeah, I only watched the first season. I just thought it was super cool how that mad scientist kept killing people and then bringing them back to life and being like tell me what you see. And it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because it's like they're going to like the different dimensions, but I don't know. Like they get to the point where like they're doing the dancing so that they can shift into another timeline. And I had heard this guy speak. He said he went into a hospital, he got shot, and he said he never remembered leaving the hospital. And he was just like asking the question. He's like, and then he said it happened again. He was like in a car accident or something like that. And he said he never remembered going to the hospital. He just like he ended back, like he ended up back at his house. So he was just asking the question, like, did he shift timelines? You know? I don't know.
Probably just had a dream, bro.
There's this one guy on YouTube that made a video about taking salvia, and that he said he lived like an entire 30-year timeline on the trip. And he explained the whole thing and how crazy it was, like a parallel, lifetime. It was just, I've done salvia and I never experienced that. I guess unfortunately, I don't know,
It's
but I
okay.
just know
It's
that.
okay.
What's
You're
that?
just getting hair all over my blanket. It's okay. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I thought you
Sorry, I
were
was talking to my cat.
oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's all good.
Sorry.
But no, the dude that did that, he said that when he got back out of the trip, he was like, "Dude, I changed religions. I told my wife we're just gonna
I'm
be
here.
like this new thing and all that." And I was just like, "Dude, that's pretty crazy to be able to live an entire like lifetime while you're high." Because I've never tripped like that before.
Oh, really?
To
No,
live another timeline?
my
No.
cat was yeah, no, I'd heard that happened to Ari, like on Joe Rogan, like Joe's
Oh yeah, I
friend,
think he brought
comedian
that up.
friend. Like
Yeah, Ari Shafir. Yeah, I think you're right. I do remember him saying
he
he
said
did
he
that
lived
too.
like a couple months or something as like a businessman who had like a family, and he was like a salesman. And my cat, he was on my blanket shedding, and I picked him up and put him on like a sheet. And when I picked him up, he looked at me like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" I'm relaxing here, you know, and I'm like, whoa, sorry, man. Yeah, he's pretty funny. His name's Tigger. He's a tiger cat, and he has seizures. And but other than that, man, he'll start talking to you and shit. Like I don't know, he's like a person. It's wild. But yeah, I don't know. It's like January. I don't know why he's shedding, but
He's getting older.
yeah, no, man, trips are wild. Dude, that's crazy with Drew's trip earlier. Seeing like all the aspects of himself. That would be freaky. He said he saw like 10 different, he saw himself like 10 of him like in his house.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh man.
I just don't know how some people can get addicted to going on trips. Because I'm like, dude, after after the few trips I've had, I'm like, nah, I want to try to stay local.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not
Yeah.
I'm not trying to blast out anymore.
Yeah, like usually I don't yeah, no. Usually I don't do it all that often. But I told True this. Like I looked at the sky and one night after I had smoked DMT, I went outside and dude, I was looking at the sky and I don't know, it's not what they tell us. Like I could see like how there were like patterns up in the sky. It was really weird. And I was
Hold
watching
up, I'll
something
be back.
today and they were saying like, oh yeah, all right guys, everyone's gone. Yeah, right. No, like everyone's gone. I don't know. They must be doing stuff. They're there, but huh? Yeah, they're still on, but they're doing shit.
bad, y'all. I gotta go though. I got some stuff I gotta handle. I didn't think it was gonna take that long. But Blue Flame, Ty, I'ma holler. I'ma holler, bro. And yeah, everybody out there, I apologize. I had to step away. Got an important phone call. It's a lot going on right now, but hopefully, I'll be back soon. So y'all have a good one. And dang, Rustio, was it even? They put clothes on it. Is it even human? What is it even? I didn't even know what y'all was talking about because I wasn't even here. You can find the diaphragms on how to take care of the infant pig. It's on Google. What? Oh my God, I missed out on all that, bro. Hold on, Blake. Here I come. Close my door. This my office. I need to get a lock on this side. How you gonna show? You gotta wait. I'm almost done. I'm about to be in there right now. I'm gonna come help you. Hold on. Well, that time limit gonna have to wait. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. I said, Velvet, I've been spending so much time with the kids and the family. It's like, man, I take a little time to myself to come and do certain things. They be on me. They open this door 1,000 times. Dad, 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 dad. I'm like going, hey, hold on. I gotta get back to being away from everybody or something. I don't know. But thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, y'all.